Hello. Can you hear me?
Can she hear us?
I can hear you now.
Okay, thank you.
How are you?
I'm okay. This is Reagan.
Hey, Reagan. How are you? Sit up so I can see your face. I want to see your face. How are you doing?
Good.
Good. Are you excited about tomorrow, first day of school? You are. Guess what? I'm excited too, and I probably won't be able to sleep tonight because I'll be so excited. Are you going to be able to sleep tonight? You are. Well, that's good. Make sure you get plenty of rest. We have a full day tomorrow. Are you ready for second grade? You are. Good. You look like you're ready for second grade. So, Mom, this is just informal in case you have any questions. I can go over a few things, but this is just for the parents in case you have questions about logging in, what tomorrow will look like, things like that.
Okay. Now I do have a question. Are you doing the class teaching like over Zoom?
Yes.
Okay, because she doesn't have Zoom on her iPad.
Right, but she'll get to it through Clever. So
Okay.
Ms. Simon sent out an email saying how to get to that. So there will be an icon on the iPad that'll have a big C on it, blue C, which will be Clever. But even before you do that, and I have my daughter's iPad to kind of show you, there's a green button, like right here.
Okay.
Right here, that she'll have to press that because it'll connect to the Grandview server.
Okay.
So it'll be at the bottom. So once she does that, that means you're disconnected. Then there's another icon, and this is the blue one that I was speaking of. Let's see if you can see it right there. So she'll click on that, and once she clicks on that, she'll have to enter her username and password. So you'll see something that looks like this, and she'll just click right here on click username and password, and then she'll click student login, and all this is in the instructions.
Okay.
And then from there, did you receive a card that had her username and password on it?
Yes.
Okay, so then that's where she'll enter that. Once she enters that, then she'll go right into, it's an icon that'll say Clever. It's a red button. And then I believe it'll have a Zoom link on there. And from there, she'll go right into our Zoom class link.
Okay.
Yeah, but all of that should be in the instructions. So, but if not, I did send the Zoom link via email. So if she's not able to get in that way, if you could just get her set up where she can log in on that one link, and then we'll get it taken care of.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I do dialysis 3 times a week.
Okay.
My dialysis schedule is like 12:30 to 4. So she'll be here with her father in the afternoon.
Okay. Okay.
Reagan has sometimes some behavior issues.
Okay.
When she's frustrated, she gets real ignorant, shall I say.
Okay.
She's gotten better, but she has her moments. And a lot of it has to do with I have kidney failure. And I've been having it the majority of her life, so she's used to it. But, when I'm in the hospital, she'll tend to act out.
Right.
But, I mean, hopefully, if that does happen, her father will be here with her. She'll be all right. But.
Okay. Well, we'll work through it, and she'll be fine. This will be a new experience for everybody. So, the way that she reacts might be differently via online than it is in the classroom. So when we get to that, we'll handle it. So she'll be fine. Right, Reagan? Right.
Well, she's a sweetheart. She likes to learn. She loves dogs. So if there's something about dogs, she's full of attention.
Okay. You said dogs?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Puppies, dogs.
Awesome. That's good to know. That's very good to know. Yeah, so tomorrow we will start at 9 o'clock. So what I would recommend about 8:45 or so, start, trying to get her logged in so that she can be there at 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Yep. And then we'll go from 9 to 11:30. And then at from 11:30 to 1, we'll take a break where they can do lunch, recess, silently read, and then we'll get right back on at 1, and it'll go until 3:30. So it's going to be a full day.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So she'll have a little bit of a break in there, but from 9 to 11:30, we're going full steam ahead, and then again from 1 to 3:30.
Okay.
All right. Do you have any other questions?
No, just this is on me new streams. I have 3 doing virtual school. So
I understand. I have 3 here as well. I won't be here. I'll be in the classroom, but yeah, it's going to be new. So all I ask is that I'm going to extend grace to them. Just extend grace to us, because this is new for us as educators. This is it's a new way of doing things. And we would much rather be in the classroom than do it this way, but safety comes first. So yeah, we just have to play the hand we're dealt. Okay. No. Nice to meet you, Reagan. Hello, everybody. I'm Mrs. Harris.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Ariel's mom.
Ariel's mom. Hey. Again, this is very informal. This is just in case you have some questions. I'm here to answer any questions that you might have. So if you have some questions, feel free to go ahead and ask those.
Miss Harris, I did have a question. This is Johnny Brooks's dad.
Okay.
How do we log on to Clever?
Okay, Miss Simon sent out an email. I'm going to go over it really quickly, but she sent out an email to detail this information. So the first thing you're going to do, you'll have your child's iPad. The first thing you'll want to do, and I'm limited because I have my daughter's iPad, but you'll want to click this little button. It's a green button right here.
Okay. And
that's the button that connects them to the Grandview server. So they'll have to do this like every day. So you'll click on that. And once you click on that, I think it'll just pop up and give you a little message. So once they're connected to that server, you're going to go to an icon called Clever. And Clever is just this blue button right here.
Okay.
So once they click on that, it'll look like this. And then you'll have to press login with username and password. So that username and password is the card that they gave you when you picked up the device.
So that little card with his picture on it and everything?
Yes, so it'll have an S number, that's their user ID. And then I'm not sure how they gave you the password, but that'll be the password that you'll have to put in.
Yeah, I don't think I got a password. I'll check her email and see if they have one in there.
Okay. And then from that, there's a red icon that'll say Clever. So they'll click on that, and then they'll get into the Clever application, and there's a Zoom that they'll press, and that'll just take them right into the Zoom link.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure, so we got on in the morning with no issues.
Yes, yes. Right now, I would go through the steps. You might get to Canvas, but you might not see anything actually posted there, because I'm going to activate it probably here in just a little bit. So even maybe at 9 o'clock.
I'm familiar with Canvas.
Okay, great. Then,
with my job, I work with Canvas every day. Been working with Canvas for like 7 years, so I'm very familiar with Canvas.
Then you can teach me some things, because I learned it in about a couple of days. So yeah, once
it's pretty user friendly.
It is. It is. Yeah, I would agree with that. It's just I just want to remind the parents.
Most part.
Yeah, I just want to remind the parents that what we are doing, what educators are doing, the Canvas, it's great, but it's meant for college level kiddos. So we're adapting something
That's
from
the only way
college
I've ever seen it
down to the elementary level. So it's new for me. I programmed most of it. So if something seems flaky or you're like, this doesn't make any sense, please let me know. I tried to think of it from a mindset of a parent. I mean, I have kids too. I have 3 kids. So I tried to think of it, as them going in and actually doing the work. But if you see something that maybe could be better, I am open to all suggestions. I want to make this as seamless and as easy as possible for them. In addition to that, when they are on with me during the day, it is all Zoom. I'm going to instruct from Zoom. So it's going to be like I'll be in my classroom. I'll be doing the things, like they're in the classroom. So that'll be all day. So from 9 o'clock in the morning to 11:30, they'll be on Zoom with me. I'll be instructing, teaching, and doing all that. From 11:30 to 1, they'll have a break. So at that time, that's when they eat their lunch. Maybe you allow them to, play outside a little bit, read silently. And then at 1 o'clock, we'll get back on Zoom and we'll Zoom all the way to 3:30. And it'll be nonstop. So it's going to be a full day. I talked to some of you. I made phone calls, those that, I could get in contact with. And I would suggest headphones. The earbuds is going to irritate their ears if they're in there for that long. So, and I just think it'll work better because it'll cover their ears and it kind of keeps them focused. So, and I'll talk to the kiddos about breaks and all that, because I understand that, they'll have to get up and go to the restroom, but we're going to act like it's a classroom. So I'm going to have classroom expectations on Zoom. So, and then on Wednesdays, the schedule will look a little bit different because the teachers have to go to meetings and things like that. So from 9 until 12 or 9 to about 11:30, I'll have small groups that I'll meet with, because again, I'm trying to make this just like it is in the classroom. And that's where I can get a better feel for where they're at academically. So I'll get all that scheduling out to you very soon so that you'll have that information and they'll know it. Kids are very resilient. They absorb all of this technology stuff quicker than what we probably give them credit for. So they'll be able to understand and maneuver through everything. All I ask is that you just give us some grace because we are all learning this together. Any other questions?
So will they have to log into Clever using
That's how,
that same username and password to get to Canvas?
yes.
Okay.
So they'll click that green button. From that green button, they'll go to Clever, do their username, password. From there, it'll open up all of the stuff that they'll need, because eventually they will not just go to Canvas, they'll go to something called iReady, different things like that. And they'll take their test that way as well. So that Clever opens it up for them. Oh.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Again, this is very informal. I'm just answering questions as they
Hi.
come up. Hello. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I kind of went over how they'll log in, so I'll do that again for those that are just now coming in. Everyone should have received an iPad. The first thing that I would tell you to do is, there's a green button right here. That's the very first thing that they need to tap on, because that connects them to the Grandview server. Once they tap on that, they'll get a screen that looks like this. Sorry, I'm doing this on, oh, here we go. And that just lets you know that they're on the server. From there, they'll go into Clever, and Clever is just this blue button right here.
Okay.
And then Clever will just open it up. They'll have to type or click on login with username and password. And the username and password is what you were given when you got the device. The username starts with an S, and then it has a number afterwards. You'll type that in for the username, then you'll type in the password that was given to you. If for some reason you don't have the password or you don't remember, please shoot me an email, because I can reset it and send you that passcode again, or it'll reset it. And then from there, they'll go into Canvas. Canvas is a little red button. Canvas is where they'll be able to get into Zoom. It'll have a little link on the left-hand side that'll say Zoom. They'll click into that and they'll automatically come to a screen that kind of, that looks like this, and we'll be able to Zoom. All of my instruction will be via Zoom. So from 9 o'clock a.m. to 11:30 a.m., we'll be Zooming that entire time. It'll be probably math instruction first. So I'll do all of that. I'll try to simulate the classroom as much as possible. From 11:30 to 1, they'll take their break. They'll have a lunch break, a recess break. They'll read, and then they'll come back in at 1 o'clock. From 1 o'clock to 3:30, we'll Zoom again. Now, also during that time, you might not see me. You might see a specials teacher. You might see an art teacher. You might see a math teacher. You might see a music teacher, or the librarian. So they'll have maybe 45 minutes with them during that time as well. And then also we'll have counseling sessions. I think our days are on Wednesdays. So you might not always see me, but that's just, you know, the specialist teachers are coming in and out because they have to do their lessons as well. But then at 3:30, we'll do our wrap up. And then from 3:30 to 4, I'm going to try to open that up for if I have to meet with a parent, then that's the time that, you know, I can set aside a time for you all to meet with me. But I understand that a lot of you work, so maybe 3:30 is not a good time. I'm going to be flexible. If we can set up a time in the evening to Zoom and to talk about any issues or concerns that you have, I'm willing to do that. Does that sound okay?
Yes.
Okay. Any questions?
I do.
You have a question? Is that Caden?
Yeah. Yeah.
Caden, do you have a question for me?
Yeah. Me and my dad really sick and pathetic.
Okay.
You ain't got no question for us?
Any questions?
Any questions? No. Hello.
The only thing
No.
I want to talk about is just Wednesday. Wednesday might look a little bit different because that's when we have our PD, our professional development. So you might not see me, or I'm not Zooming with the kids for all that time, but there will be assignments. I'll have a virtual field trip they can take on that day. They'll do iReady math and reading. They'll have other activities that they can do on that day. So it won't be just a free day for them. I'll be expecting them to do some work as well, but it won't be as Zoom as intensive.
Hi, Ms. Harris.
Hello.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
How long will they be doing the virtual, from home?
Well, if you signed up for this particular course, or if you have me, you'll be doing this particular type of learning until January because it's semester. It's for the entire semester.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, right now, let me explain that. Right now, everybody is virtual. We don't have any students in. As the COVID numbers go down, they're hoping to get K through 3rd in the classroom.
Okay.
So then when that happens, that's when it turns into blended learning. So that's when, excuse me, a student would go Monday, Tuesday, everybody's, online Wednesday, and then another group would come in on Thursday and Friday. So potentially your child could go for 2 days a week, but then they have 3 days at home or at daycare or wherever they're at, still learning, but just not in the classroom. This particular one, if you're signed up with me, that means you signed up to not have your child come in until January.
Okay, because, we both work. I work days, and he's on days now, but he put in a bid to go back to the PM, which his beginning time is like 2:00. So we get ready to run into a problem.
Right. So if you're looking for her to come in, I would contact the school, because I know once you signed up to be virtual, they're not allowing you to go back and sign up to have your kid be in person, because because of the numbers. They're looking to keep the numbers low for those that are coming on campus, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the next, say January, if you decide now, okay, the numbers are low, I feel okay, I want my child to go back, they sign up to have them go in class.
Okay. Yeah, I'm cooking fish, so I was getting ready to turn fish. But
you making fish?
Yeah, fish and spaghetti. So, okay. Well, I'll try to contact the school, because I don't know how. Yeah.
This particular session is the understanding that your child will be virtual until January.
Okay.
Yeah.
We thought, because 2:00, I don't know. We're gonna have to figure out something.
Okay. Yeah, I would just call the school and see if it's still time to flip. Now, I know that the other second grade teachers, they don't have huge numbers. A lot of people have decided to do virtual, which I completely understand. So there still might be some wiggle room there, but that's something I can't say yay or nay to, but Ms. Simon will be able to answer that question.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you.
No problem. Any other
Okay.
questions?
Yes, I had a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it possible for my child to do virtual the entire year?
I haven't been given any direction on that.
Okay.
This is just my personal, so please don't quote me. Don't. This is what Ms. Harris said. I would believe if the numbers are still the same, or haven't gotten, any. I think we'll have to offer that virtual because, if you are caring for elderly parents, if your child is susceptible to, different. I think just because of the state that we're in, I think we would
Right.
have to offer that. But please, I don't. I've only been told till January. After that,
Okay.
I would think by mid-October, November, we would kind of know what direction we're headed. And I think
Okay.
if there's a big enough appetite for parents to say, I just want my kid to go virtual all year this year, then they would have to honor that, or they would come up with some plan.
Well, they will have to honor something because my child does have asthma very bad and
Right.
allergies.
Right.
And he's a second grader. And you know how second graders are. They're loving and all of that. And they don't care about the mask, So I want to make sure that not only is he safe, but other kids as well.
I would caution you on this. Say that they do offer that up. There could be a possibility that maybe if they have, say, 20 across the district, they would have one virtual teacher for second grade.
Okay.
Not necessarily one per school. Like right now they have one per school. So one for Con West, one for Metamere, one for, Butcher Green. But maybe they would just have one, and all of those students would just be in that classroom with that teacher who's virtual.
Okay.
And that might not be me. So they could potentially have a different teacher, say in January, if that were the case.
Okay.
But again, I'm just thinking this through.
I understand.
Yes.
Okay.
But know that all of the teachers are on the same pacing schedule. So the ones that are coming on campus or, at school, and the ones that are virtual, we're all on the same pacing, guys. So we're all teaching the same things. It might look a little different for, my virtual kids than it does the kids that are coming in, but it is our goal to make sure everybody's on the same playing field so that the ones that come back, say in January, they are not ahead or not below where the kids are that have been coming in, for those 2 days a week, or potentially 5 if we get to that. But I think in order for everyone to come every day of the week, it has to be below 5%. And our numbers are not anywhere near that right now. So
yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Any other questions?
No.
Okay. I look forward to it. Tomorrow's going to be a great day. I would encourage you, please take first day pictures. I would love to see them. I want us to make this as normal for the kids as possible. Without getting emotional, it troubles me that we're not able to be, in person and for them to have a regular school year. But I am going to try my hardest to make it as regular, as fun, as enjoyable as I can while we're at this stage. So yeah, let's just make it a great year. Let's make tomorrow great. Let's take those first day pictures. If you want, send them to me and I'll make a bulletin board and I'll show, hey, we still had our first day even though we were at home. So make them go outside and everybody honking as they're taking their pictures. If this does continue, just thinking forward, say that because I'm thinking ahead, like our fall festival party, even our Christmas, winter parties. I don't know if anyone would be open, and I have to see if it's okay, but even if we just meet at a park for 10 minutes for them to see each other with, social, I don't want to slight them because they're online, because that, to me, that's what makes school, that's what makes the memories. So I am forward thinking ahead to that and how we can make it fun for them, but still safe, but still do something where, in case the kiddos that are in are having something, then we're going to have something. And hopefully it'll be something where we can all get together and physically see each other, maybe 10 minutes, and then that'll be it. But it'll be the best 10 minutes of second grade. Because that's what they'll remember. They'll remember the connections and the relationships that they make. Okay? You don't have anything else? I'm done. I don't want to hold you any longer.
All right, thank you, Mrs.
All right.
Harris.
All right.
Thank
If
you,
you have
Ms.
any
Harris.
questions, email me, call me, whatever. I will answer in 24 hours. I promise.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, did